Ever drive past Blacklick Woods and wonder what secrets it holds? What if I told you it once had a zoo? That's right, a zoo right here in central Ohio. Let's dive into the story of the lost zoo of Blacklick Woods. Hello family, and welcome back to our wild Ohio. Today, we're taking a trip back in time to explore a fascinating piece of local history. From the 1950s all the way to the mid-1970s, Blacklick Woods Metro Park was home to a bustling little zoo that showcased native Ohio wildlife. Imagine walking through the woods and seeing deer, foxes, raccoons, and all sorts of other local critters up close. This zoo was a huge hit, especially with families and school groups on field trips. It wasn't a massive operation like the Columbus Zoo, but it was special. It housed up to 75 animals from about 25 different species. Many of the animals were actually local residents themselves. Injured or orphaned wildlife found within the park were often brought to the zoo for care. It was a place where kids could connect with the animals they might only read about in books. It was a place of wonder and education for a whole generation of Ohioans. But as times changed, so did philosophies about wildlife. By the mid-1970s, the park's management started to shift its focus. The idea of keeping wild animals in cages, even for educational purposes, began to feel outdated. The new vision was to let wildlife be truly wild, to allow visitors to experience animals in their natural habitats, not behind fences. So the difficult decision was made to dismantle the zoo. The era of the Blacklick Woods Zoo came to a quiet end. If you visit Blacklick Woods today, you won't find cages of foxes or pens of deer. Instead, you'll find an amazing nature center. Inside, you can still see some local creatures like reptiles, amphibians, and fish in carefully managed habitats. But the mammals? They're out there, roaming free in the park's beautiful forests and fields. The focus has completely shifted to conservation and observation in a natural setting. It's a different kind of experience, one that encouraged patience and a keen eye to spot a deer grazing at dusk or a raccoon scurrying up a tree. Well, this brings us to the end of another episode, my friends. If you'd like to stay connected, I invite you to join our family by signing up for our newsletter. We're also dropping bombs of knowledge over on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Now get out there and enjoy our wild Ohio. And until we meet again, stay wild, my friends.